Most competitive runs don't fail because of bad aim. They fail because of bad risk decisions. In games like Arc Raiders, every movement, every fight, every extra second in a zone is a risk calculation, whether the player realizes it or not. This video isn't about playing scared. It's about understanding risk so you can decide when to push and when to walk away. Because competitive players don't avoid risk, they manage it. A lot of players think risk management means being passive. It doesn't. Risk management means knowing what you're risking, what you stand to gain, and whether that exchange makes sense right now. Competitive players still take fights, they still push objectives, but they do it when the odds are stacked in their favor, not when emotion tells them to go. Fear avoids risk, control chooses it. Risk in competitive runs doesn't come from one bad choice. It's a choice that has a formula of compounding. Staying in a zone too long increases a third-party risk. Looting just one more container adds exposure time. Chasing a fight shifts positioning and timing. You see, good players see risk accumulation happening in real time. They ask themselves, how many small risks have I already taken this run? And they know when the stack is getting way too high. That awareness alone saves more runs than aim ever will. Positioning doesn't just decide fights, it decides how risky a fight becomes. High ground reduces exposure. Escape routes lower commitment risk. Open areas multiply third-party potential chances. Competitive players don't just ask if a fight is winnable, they ask how many things can go wrong if it drags out. Bad positioning turns even easy fights into multiple coin flips. One of the biggest run killers, it tends to be greed disguised as confidence. Competitive players evaluate run value constantly. If the run has already paid out, they don't jeopardize it for marginal gains. Taking a fight for better loot isn't always necessarily wrong, but doing it when the downside outweighs the upside tends to be. Winning competitive runs is about locking in value, not maximizing greed. Aggression isn't anti-competitive. Uncontrolled aggression is. You see, competitive players use aggression to break stalemates, deny enemy position, force mistakes. But they don't chase fights just because they can. They disengage early. They reset. They walk away from almost wins. That's truly not weakness. That's discipline. Some players think minimizing risk means avoiding conflict entirely. No. But avoiding all risk creates different problems, such as slow improvement, predictable movement, and even a lack of pressure control. You see, competitive players still expose themselves to calculated risk. They just don't roll the dice blindly or with one eye closed. Too much safety is as dangerous as too much aggression. Competitive runs aren't about being fearless or passive. They're about understanding what you are risking, why you are risking it, and whether the time justifies it. The players who win consistently are most definitely aren't lucky. They are disciplined.